Morning warmed the jungle with golden light. Birds sang, monkeys chattered, and beneath a grand tree, the king of beasts slept soundly, his mane glowing like the sun. A tiny mouse peeked out of her cozy home, her nose twitching. The world looked big and bright. She felt brave enough to explore beyond her tiny hole. The mouse wandered happily through the forest. She sniffed the flowers, hopped over rocks, and admired butterflies fluttering by. The jungle was full of colors and wonders. Then she saw him, the great lion. His paws were huge, his mane like golden fire. The little mouse gasped but couldn't look away from his beauty. Curious and bold, the mouse crept closer. She climbed onto his paw and giggled softly. "How soft," she whispered, not knowing her tiny steps might wake him. With a great yawn and a booming roar, the lion woke. The jungle echoed with his mighty voice. The tiny mouse froze, trembling from whiskers to tail. "Oh, mighty lion," squeaked the mouse, "please don't eat me. I meant no harm. Let me go, and one day, I'll surely help you in return." The lion blinked and chuckled, his deep laugh rumbling like thunder. "You? Help me," he said kindly. "You're very small." Still, he gently lifted his paw away. The mouse squeaked with joy as she ran home. "The lion spared me," she told her family. "Someday, I'll repay his kindness. I promise." Days passed, and the jungle thrived. The lion roamed proudly, guarding his home. The mouse gathered seeds, always remembering the big heart that had spared her life. But trouble was near. A hunter crept quietly with ropes and nets. He wanted to capture the lion, the mightiest creature of the jungle. The lion stepped into the trap. The net snapped tight around him. He roared and thrashed, but the ropes held firm. His strength could not set him free. Far away, the mouse heard a deep roar echo through the trees. "That sounds like my friend," she cried and dashed toward the voice. Her tiny legs moved fast. Through tall grass and fallen leaves, she raced. She wouldn't stop until she found the lion who once showed her kindness. When she reached him, her heart ached. The mighty lion, caught and helpless. "Don't worry," she said bravely. "I'll keep my promise and help you now." The mouse began chewing the ropes with her sharp teeth. Bit by bit, she worked, her tiny jaws cutting the strong strands of the hunter's net. She gnawed and gnawed. The ropes began to weaken. The lion watched quietly, amazed that something so small could be so strong and full of heart. The mouse didn't stop. Rope after rope began to snap. Sweat sparkled on her fur, but she never gave up, determined to free her mighty friend. At last, one rope broke, then another. The lion's paw was free. He stretched gently, careful not to hurt his tiny rescuer. With a joyful roar, the lion stood tall again. The mouse smiled proudly, her little heart bursting with happiness. She had done something great. "Thank you, little one," said the lion softly. "You saved my life." The mouse blushed. "Even small friends can help big ones," she squeaked cheerfully. Together they walked through the jungle, the mighty lion and the brave mouse. Other animals watched in awe as the unlikeliest friendship blossomed. When the hunter came back, the net lay empty on the ground. He scratched his head in confusion, never knowing the mouse had saved the lion. By the river, they rested together. The lion drank cool water, and the mouse nibbled on seeds. They laughed under the bright blue sky. Sometimes, the lion carried the mouse on his back. She squealed with delight as they journeyed through tall grass, friends forever in the heart of the jungle. All the animals watched and smiled. "Big or small," they whispered, "kindness brings us together." The jungle felt safer and happier than ever before. Under the same big tree, the lion told his cubs the story. "Never judge by size," he said. "Even the smallest creature can make a big difference." The mouse shared her brave tale with her family. "The lion is my friend," she said proudly. "We helped each other. That's what true friends do." That night, they gazed at the stars. The jungle was calm and full of peace. "Thank you," said the lion. Good night, squeaked the mouse softly. When morning came, sunlight warmed them both. The lion slept peacefully, and the mouse curled close by his paw. True friendship glowed brighter than gold. The lion's eyes gleamed with gratitude. He now knew that strength was not only in muscles but also in kindness and trust from even the smallest heart. The little mouse felt tall inside. She had proved that courage wasn't about size, it was about never giving up on someone who needed help. His roar was no longer scary, it was filled with kindness. The jungle animals listened and felt safe, knowing their king had a heart full of compassion. Butterflies danced around them, birds sang happily. Nature itself seemed to celebrate the friendship between the mighty lion and the tiny mouse. Sunlight shimmered through the jungle canopy. Every leaf seemed to whisper the story of kindness that had changed the heart of a king and a mouse. Near the pond, animals gathered and told the story again and again. It became a legend, how kindness and courage can make impossible things possible. The lion followed the mouse through tiny paths only she could see. She showed him secret berry bushes. Even the mighty can learn from the small. The lion rested, watching his friend nibble happily on seeds. He smiled, realizing joy comes not from power, but from sharing moments with those you love. When rain poured down, the lion raised his paw like an umbrella. The mouse laughed, safe and warm. Friendship made every day brighter. After the rain, a rainbow curved across the sky. Look, squeaked the mouse. It's our friendship bridge. The lion smiled. Yes, it connects our hearts. The lion gently lifted his friend onto a rock. Together, they gazed at the jungle below, feeling proud of their brave, kind hearts. The sun set behind the hills, painting the sky orange and pink. The friends sat quietly, grateful for everything they had learned together. Their shadows stretched long across the golden ground. The lion's huge paw beside the tiny mouse looked perfect together, two hearts, one friendship. The jungle animals bowed as they passed. They weren't bowing to power, they were bowing to kindness, to friendship that made their jungle a happier place. The mouse picked a bright yellow flower and placed it near the lion's paw. For my best friend, she said. The lion smiled softly. The lion made a crown from green leaves and placed it on her head. Queen of courage, he said warmly. The mouse beamed with pride. Laughter echoed through the jungle under the silver moon. The lion's deep chuckle and the mouse's tiny giggle blended like music in the night. Stars sparkled above, watching the friends rest. The jungle hummed a lullaby. Big or small, all hearts beat together under one sky. The wind whispered softly through the trees, kindness makes us strong. Every creature listened, remembering the lion and the mouse who proved it true. As a new day began, the lion and the mouse stood side by side. Their story lived on, a tale of friendship, bravery, and kindness forevermore.